Agentic with a small CMOs are adopting AI more slowly than it's evolving. So this falls into literally what we were just talking about. I think is large brands move slow. See, here's the thing about large companies, and again, this is just my own opinion. I've worked with at Brick Marketing. We've worked with enterprise companies, but most of the time we work with smaller and mid-sized companies. And what I've come to realize over the years is just because you have deep pockets and big budgets doesn't necessarily mean you can move fast in adopting a new technology. And that's what this article literally is saying, that CMOs are adopting AI more slowly than it's evolving, right? So an analogy for that, we've already been testing AI agents for marketing. In fact, we rolled out a service for AI agents for marketing. Certain functionality. It's still primitive, but it works. And we're going to be rolling that out and evolving it over the next 6 months plus. There are companies we hear no one asking about AI agents for marketing. Literally no one, because they're not ready yet, right? Brands are still just trying to get their heads around where to invest for AI search. Forget about AI search and GEO. How they should be using AI in organizations. I mean, I think the basics of we'll use it for our copywriting, fine, that's a use, or we'll use it maybe to write some social media posts. Okay, that's a use. But I feel that, again, I think that larger companies are moving slower. That's an opportunity for us, small and mid-sized companies. It's an opportunity for us to move a lot faster in testing these marketing mediums. So, Catherine, John, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I have two things I thought of. The first is that a larger company, an enterprise level or just a large company, has a hierarchy that a smaller company does not have.
Yep.
Just the very fact that the phrase CMO is in this title should tell you
Right.
who's the audience, because not every company
Right.
that we work with, not every company that exists actually has a hierarchical structure that
No.
requires a CMO.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the barrier. You have to get adoption through the entire C-suite, through all the director levels, and all that. And by the time you talk everyone into it, probably 2 years are going to pass. So going along with this too is that larger companies are not as fluid and adaptable with their budgets. It's February now. 2026 is well underway. It's been planned for since last September for a lot of these companies, and it just is what it is. So let's say February, March of 2026, a larger company says, we need to adopt AI. They don't have the budget now because it's all accounted for. So they have to say, we'll worry about this when we're planning for 2027.
Right. And by then you're missing the boat to a certain degree.
It's gone.
Because it's gone. Because now, and then what if you say, okay, I want to hire someone internally that's an expert maybe in AI, or that's, is an expert in either on the development side or on the agent side of things. They're not going to be, just to find someone. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there, but that process, even to find someone, that takes time to hire someone. So by the time they get their budget, now they're in midway into 2027 when they start to ramp it up. Meanwhile, us in the small and mid-sized segment of things, we're ramping up. We're already ramped up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, we're rolling on it. I mean, we don't need hierarchy and we decide as a team. The three of us and other members in our team, we have we're just discussions. The same thing with clients. We'll have these discussions and we'll make the strategic decisions, and then we just we start implementing. So, John, what's your thought on this one?
I was going to say basically exactly that what Cass was saying is that bigger companies kind of have to move slower just because of the way they're set up, right? Like you may have all this money that you can throw at AI and make mistakes and whatever, but you have to do it slower because you have to go through so many different people. You have to think about people lower on the totem pole and how they are going to play into it and how they're going to help build AI in your company. And it's just a lot more moving parts. And when you're a smaller company, you almost need to go quickly. You have to be the person setting, the trends in marketing and stuff like that. So it's like
Right.
The bigger companies don't really have that opportunity because they have to move slow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Part of me likes. I love kind of moving fast sometimes because I mean, and when I say move fast, I don't mean move in a haphazard manner that's going to be irresponsible. I mean move at a pace that's fast because the faster you test something, then you have your end result and you know if it's going to be a
Hmm.
viable strategy or technique for your organization.